Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
The Daily Compliance News for December 18, 2023, the Grinch edition. And we begin with that story from the New York Times, as apparently the Grinch has not only now stolen Christmas, he's stolen holiday parties, as they have moved from evening events of wining, dining, and dancing to, let's get together for lunch. So many attribute this to the change in hybrid work. Many attribute it to the broader popularity and interest in sobriety. Many attribute it to generational change. But whatever it is, the Grinch is here for your Christmas party. Next up, in a really interesting op-ed piece from the Financial Times, Vera Zhurova says that Isaac Asimov actually informed AI's first rule book. And this comes to us, of course, from the looking at the oeuvre of work by Asimov and the importance of securing outcomes that are actually human-centric. In his books, Asimov envisioned a series of laws that would ensure robots did not harm or hurt humans, but would obey them. And, of course, real business has overtaken science fiction. So Asimov informs business today. Next up, in a disturbing story from the Daily Mail, a British anti-corruption cop was found dead in the British Virgin Islands as his car was found submerged in the sea off of a small island. Of course, authorities said it was an unfortunate accident and did not believe foul play was involved. Nevertheless, he's dead, his car sunk, and he was a corruption investigator. I wonder what that could portend going forward. Our final story comes to us today from the Wall Street Journal in a really great story by Aruna Viswanathan and Nancy Youssef about how Fat Leonard has gotten the last laugh in the disastrous Navy corruption trials. Why is it disastrous? Well, turns out all of the people that got convicted had to have their convictions overturned because of misconduct by the prosecutors. What did the prosecutors do wrong? Well, apparently they believed Fat Leonard in terms of the document dumps and information he gave them without independently verifying all of that.
The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.